Hi guys, welcome to Nigeria. In the last 24 hours, I'm bringing you all the biggest update that happened during the weekend. Let's start with Buhari's story. On Friday, Buhari presented the 2023 appropriation bill to the National Assembly, of course, the joint house that's talking about the Senate and the House of Reps. And the money stood at 20.51 trillion naira. Now, the big question is, how are we going to get all of this money? Because every year our revenue is here, our expenditure is here, and of course with the inflation rate and with the oil theft currently ravaging our oil industry, it begs us to ask the question, how are we going to raise this money? Away from that, Don Jazzy finally laid his mother to rest. We pray our gentle soul will rest in perfect peace. And of course, the party was huge. A lot of celebrities showed up, and one of the biggest one was, Pretty Mike came up with this outrageous kind of dressing. How do you take Bola to somebody's mother's burial? Like, people were worried because in the comment section, people were like, why would this guy always do things like this? And of course, he came up to say that that's what he knows how to do best, to do things that get people confused. And of course, if Don Jazzy did not complain about it, they took pictures, everybody seemed to have been just okay with the situation. But of course, he's begging us to ask the question of his kind of entertainment or his form of business. However, let's just move on to the next story. Of course, campaign is already going on, and MC Oluomo organized a 5 million. It's always the way we play with numbers. So Peter B is 4 million, and now he has raised his own bat to 5 million. Hopefully the next rally that will be coming will be seeing a 10 million match. But however, of course, that happened yesterday, and a lot of people were complaining. Let me quickly break this down. The Christians were like, this particular march or rally actually blocked the way, and a lot of people could not go to church. That's on one side. On the other hand, police were not seen everywhere as compared to when Peter Obi's rally was on. The Nigerian police force were seen everywhere, and it looked like they were really going for war or something like that. And of course, a lot of comments from Twitter people are like, well, this looks like, because the PRO did not actually put out a statement yesterday, Benjamin was quiet and everything just happened. So a lot of questions like that. However, Nigerians are worried because you are organizing a march and then police are not so visibly seen as compared to Peter Obi's time. That begs us to ask the question, what is going on in Lagos? But of course, it's Lagos. Well, ASU seems to be giving a lot of people sleepless night, but not me, because thousands and millions of students were awake yesterday waiting for the decision following the National Executive Council meeting that they had. Because after the Court of Appeal ruled that they should go back to classroom, of course, an emergency meeting was supposed to be convened by this body. However, everybody seems to be waiting for that result. Somebody had to remind us yesterday that meeting never held yesterday, and we should go back to sleep. We're sleeping. However, we are still waiting for the statement from ASU president to know if we are actually going to resume this week. Will they, however, find a way that will get them out of the solution, because ASU seems to be boxed up at this moment. And for the last story, Ronaldo, of course, made it to the top of the trend yesterday by scoring that goal that made it his 700 club goals. If you are a fan of Ororo, you know what that means. The internet was buzzing yesterday. They were like, Ororo is the good goal. But however, it's a great achievement. Messi has not actually gotten to 700. For those of you that Messi is your goat, we're hoping to see that happen anytime soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Nigeria in the last 24 hours. See you next time.